Hi, Maxi Jazz.
Hi, Laura.
You just came off stage. How do you feel?
I'm buzzing, actually. It was a really nice gig. Everybody was like lovely and friendly and sweet and pleasant and danced a lot.
Yeah, the crowd was really vibing you. Do you always get that vibe?
Not always, to be honest with you. Sometimes you could play your music and with the best will in the world, if you're playing funky music to a techno crowd, they're going to be looking at you like. So yeah, it was very nice.
You have a lot of different genres in your sets. Do you always do that?
Yeah, I grew up with DJs that actually the first warehouse parties were in sort of 1983, 84. And you would like come out of your normal regular club and see these dodgy looking guys handing out these really incredible flyers, right? With a little map on the back. And you'd be like, yeah, come on. And we jump in the car and you drive to the venue. And then you go into this huge kind of old hangar or warehouse and stuff with a massive sound system in it. And everything would get played, right? Funk, James Brown, the latest hip-hop, old school hip-hop, reggae, new reggae, old, plus, you know, everything got played. And that's kind of what I grew up with. It's just like, if it's funky, you play it. It could be rock music, it doesn't matter. If it's funky and people go like, it's worth playing. And that's what I grew up with. The whole thing with house music kind of went by me a little bit, whereby you've got DJs saying, well, I only play house music. And what's more, I only play one type of house music. What? That's kind of weird for me. It's like, house is great, reggae is great, funk is great, rock is great, you know, so why not play anything?
So do you miss that, those underground parties?
I do, but they're still out there. You have to look for them.
But you're bringing them back just by using vinyls. You're only using vinyls. That's special these days.
Yeah, it's true. But I have to say that it's still technology in that I use Serato, which is, they give you two vinyls, but the vinyl has nothing on it. It's like an empty record. And they give you a scratch box. You plug your decks into the scratch box and then back into the mixer. And the scratch box turns your needles from receivers. Generally, you put the needle on the record, it lifts the music off the record, right? But with Serato, it plays the music from your laptop onto your record. Your record has nothing on it at all. It's playing it onto the record. So all of your songs are on your laptop there, you just assign it to that deck, and it will play the record on, but all the scratching and the mixing and the pullbacks and stuff, easy, brother? You're still able to do. But the incredible thing is that if I wanted to take 3,000 actual vinyl records into a dance, I'd have crates going all the way back there, and they're really heavy, and I've got it all on a laptop. So that kind of DJ technology is the best thing to happen to DJs since decks. And it also means that certain of those records that I like to play, which are really valuable, you know, certain records I've got in my house, it took me 20 and 30 years to find them. And if I lose them, if I damage them, if I spill beer on them, or if somebody steals them, I'm not getting them again. So the idea that they're sitting in my house safe, while I've got in my laptop all of the music that I ever, it's just the best feeling. And like I said, I can still do all of that stuff that I learned to do when I was a young man on vinyl.
Because you are a collector, right? You have all these kinds of vinyls.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm still go to towns, and if I've got 2 hours, I go down to the concierge in the hotel and say, where's the funky part of town, right? Where they sell the trainers and the skateboard stuff and the records. And they go, oh, you need to go here. I just get a cab straight there.
Because do you
Sneakers and records.
Sneakers and records. You can live with that.
That's my life.
So do you only spin stuff that you have at your house, or do you also have things on your laptop that you don't have on actual record?
I've got a few things actually that I'm not a big. Okay, all my life, if I needed to go, if I needed to buy music, if I needed that piece of music in my house, I had to leave the house and find a record shop and go and buy it. And sometimes you go to the first record shop and they've sold out, and you might have to go 5, 6 before you find it. And it kind of made it even more special. There are certain, all right, the Beastie Boys' first record, I drove for hours. On the day it came, I drove from a record shop, I drove all around London. And after, I think, about 3-4 hours, I managed to find a record shop with one copy left that I managed to buy and bring home. And it was really exciting when there was a hot record out there. We're DJs, like, we need this record, right? So you're straight out there. And I'm like, Maxi, I'm sorry, they're all gone. I'm like, no way! And so, okay, you go to the next shop and the next and the next. But you had to do it. And it was part of the excitement of a new hot record. You know, you didn't just go, boom. Thank you, there it is. And plus, I've still got that Beastie Boys record in my collection. I can pull it out at any time, pull the record out, stick it on there, and it still plays. I don't have many CDs that are still playing after thick end of 30 years, right? But a vinyl record, you play that 100 years from now, still, you might have a few, but other than that, it's perfect.
Is that now your favorite record? Through all that effort, is that now your favorite record?
I don't have a favorite record. I swear, if I was forced to name a favorite record on pain of death,
if you had to go to a deserted island and you had only take one,
kill me because I couldn't. I can't think of one. No.
Not a single one. Not a single one that you have a feeling that you say that's my life on a record. Maybe it's your own record. Possibly, it can be your own record.
Possibly Purple Haze.
I think that's a good choice.
Yeah, I think if I had to live my life and only listen to one record for the rest of my life, that would work for me.
Yeah, Purple Haze would be the title song of your life.
Kinda. One of, yeah, one of.
One of.
Yeah.
And if you had to choose between your own songs, it's harder if you have to listen to that maybe for the rest of your life.
The new album that we made with my new band, the E-Type Boys, I like every single track on it. I mean, I've never made an album ever that I loved every single track except this one. And I guess maybe the first track, which is called Change Our Destiny, I love that song. And the last track, Like a Samurai. So if I had to go to a desert island, I'm not sure if I could choose between those two. Oh, mind you, Homesick Blues is a killer too, yeah.
So is this the record that you're most proud of ever making then? Yeah, it's better than the Faithless stuff?
Ever. Well, with Faithless it was 4 of us. 4 of us at the beginning and then 3. And it was one of those wonderful things where you meet people that you just get on with musically. And you're able in that case to just carry on and do stuff. And then people really like it for whatever reason, and so you keep on doing it, and it's wonderful. But on another level, I've been a rapper for over 30 years. Hip-hop music is what got me into the music business in the first place. I love hip-hop and the hip-hop culture. But if you'd asked me 10 years ago, Maxi, can you see yourself writing songs on guitar and fronting your own band, playing electric guitar on stage, your own songs, and singing, I'd have been like, shut up.
You're joking.
Right. I mean, really.
Yeah.
So the fact that that's actually what's happening in my life right now is what is happening in my life right now is unbelievable to me. And I've got these 8 guys and 1 girl, 7 guys and 1 girl who back me up. And they love playing my music. Who knew? They love playing my songs, and I love playing with them. And it reminds me of being in my very first band at school. I mean, honestly, that's exactly what it's like. Wow, this is just great. It's
the
just
excitement and everything. Everything's new.
I've never done this before. I used to play like one song with Faithless, Fatty Boo, and Crazy Baldheads. And reggae songs, and it's 2 chords. So I'd sing and learning to sing and play was hard, but I'd do that. 2 chords, singing, no problem. But most of my songs have got like 18 chords in them. Ask me why, I don't know why, it's just how it comes out of me. So playing quite complicated guitar parts and singing with a band and they're my songs, it's just like, I would never have believed it. Even maybe 4 years, 5 years ago. I'd be like,
So you're really still evolving then?
yeah.
So who knows where you are in 5 more years?
That's exactly what I say. It's just like, what else is in here?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
It's exciting for us as well.
Yeah, I would have been making a hip hop album as a natural progression from leaving Faithless. The next thing would have been to make a rap album. It would have been very jazzy and very musical, but it would have been hip hop. It would have been rhymes over beats. And then suddenly I realised I've got all of these songs that I've written on. Why not give that a go, Maxi? I'm like, why not? And now here we are, and I'm like, I am so excited. I can't tell you, it's very exciting.
Because everything you do becomes iconic. With Faithless, you are icons now. Everyone knows your songs, every generation.
Yeah, to a degree, that's true, but, and it's a big but, the music that I'm making now is so different from what Faithless is and are. It's like starting again. And honestly, if you go to a music promoter and say, okay, I'm Maxi Jazz, remember Maxi Jazz from Faithless? Right, I've got a new band and we're playing like rock music, kind of slash funk, kind of slash blues, kind of slash soul and reggae. They'll be like,
what?
Well, yeah, they're not, given that they know who you are,
yeah,
they're still not convinced that you can necessarily fill their auditorium enough for them to pay you anything like serious money. So it's very tough, and there's a lot of new music out there. So the E-Type Boys have to prove themselves along with everybody else. You know, there's a lot of stuff out there for people to check out. And for me, it's a question of bloody-mindedness. If you can stay the course, you'll make it.
Yeah, but gigs like tonight, where you can play every genre at the same set, that's uplifting then. That's
honestly,
promising.
When you hear Simple Not Easy, my first album, it's exactly the same. There's all kind of genres in there. There'll be like 3 genres in one song. I mean it, I'm serious. There'll be a bit of jazz, a bit of rock and a bit of funk, and maybe a bit of bossa nova in the one tune. It's kind of how it comes out. I can't control it, that's how it comes out of me. So.